completely agree with you, but it will be undoubtedly it will undoubtedly become inevitable that I've already been invited to eat with the Vietnamese, and so far have been able to deliver honorably. These people decline honorably. These people take great pride in inviting Americans to eat with them and consider it an insult to be refused. The kids at the outpost always gave me bread, and it was still warm, so I ate it. I've also drunk Cokes at the local store, and I'm still all right. So, one thing I do remember about the kids is they really like you. They hung around you, even though their brothers and fathers and uncles were probably BC. They didn't call them BC. When you're talking to a kid and he says, the liberation soldiers are coming, to them that's the BC. So they know. They knew us and them. I guess maybe we had more power to them. Here's the 9th of December. I got a letter from you dated 1st November yesterday and one today. I also got a package from Aunt May and Uncle Dave, Davidson and May Tejada. My aunt and uncle, she was my father's sister. So all you Tejadas out there, unfortunately I'm related to you some way. But not by blood, so you can get away with it. I wrote Aunt May and Uncle, this is on the 13th of December, I wrote Aunt May and Uncle Dave, and also Freda and Dave Jr. Dave Jr. Tejada Jr. is their son. And my cousins from them are David and Drew Tejada. And thanking them for sending packages. A lot of people sent me a lot of stuff. Cookies and olives and artichoke hearts. And I loved all that stuff. I almost got in trouble the other night. This is on the 16th of December. I almost got in trouble the other night. We were firing an M79 grenade launcher off the bridge, and our medic got wounded by us. Everyone panicked because I didn't notify anyone until the next day, and I had him taken to the hospital that night. The way everyone was jumping around, you'd think they'd never seen anybody wounded, which I guess maybe they haven't. Then, later in the same letter, when we left, we were supposedly surrounded by 3 NDA divisions, and everyone was pretty tense. No kidding. Because the North Vietnamese were a well-trained force. Then I'll skip on to, how much time we got?
Watch this fast. You've got about 15 minutes.
Okay,
20 minutes.
I think I can make it. This is on the 11th of January. I got a letter from Captain Saspy. That's my battery commander from Fort Bragg, Penn State graduate. He and his wife are at Fort Sill while he is attending the career course. He said when he finishes in September, he will have to come back over here. I wrote him, and I know he will be disappointed that I am no longer with the Big Red One, and 2, I am not planning on staying in the Army. He is RA now, regular Army, and he and his in-laws have offered him, his in-laws have offered him fantastic money if he gets out. He likes the Army though, and he, along with a company commander of the A Company, 2nd of the 2nd, the West Pointer, named John Dorland, the finest officers I have ever come across in my Army time. "20th of January. Ask Mrs. Tejada, Richard Paul's mother, if Rich is with the 126th Infantry, or this is how long the lag is, because this is back in November when Rich was at the fire base. Ask Mrs. Tejada if Rich is with the 126th Infantry or 86th Artillery, or possibly the 1st Battalion 2nd Infantry. He was with the 126th. Those, along with Quarter Cab, are the only ones I know of who got hit around that time. If he was at an NDP, Rita or Julie, he was near me. At Rita, we lost almost 60 wounded, so it would have been a doctor's experience, it would have been a hectic. Even then, I couldn't read my writing. 50 years ago, this is embarrassing. A hectic experience for a doctor, especially newly arrived in the country. He did survive that, and went on, as I said a couple of times, to a lucrative career. And on the 10th of February, I wrote, the team now has a puppy for a mascot. I didn't tell my mother and father what the dog's name was, but it was Matt, Mobile Advisory Team, Matt. I think he's probably a mutt, but he's mostly German Shepherd. In the next package, as you include some, can you include some flea powder? Which means that Matt would be flea-proof, but so would we. On the 18th of February, I wrote, the village we live in is VC controlled, but our presence should change that. I go out and ambush once per week, but all the American advisors do is sleep, unless of course there is contact. That didn't last long. I slept with one eye open. On the 22nd of February, yesterday I went out on my first operation with our regional force company. We swept for about 3,000 meters through the rice paddies, most of which were knee-deep in water. It was really rough going, especially since I hadn't been out on an infantry operation like that in about 3.5 months. Besides, I had never fully realized that about rice paddies, but I now know they are much rougher than jungle. Big Americans just stick in the rice paddies. You don't come out that much. On the 26th of February, Ted has come and gone now, and there hasn't been the big push as of yet, although the tempo has picked up somewhat. The marketplace across the river from us got mortared the other night, and a stray round hit pretty close. I had everyone get into our bunker, and I stayed on the radio and then later crawled on top of our living quarters to call in artillery on suspected mortar positions. All part of the hazards of being an officer, because everybody else was hunkered down in a bunker.